Hey guys, it's Roy here from ArtWorld12 and EpicDroid.com. We are here today to take a look at the brand new Motorola Moto G6. I have had the phone for about two and a half weeks now, and I have been using it constantly. I've enjoyed using the phone, but it does have a few drawbacks. So let's dive in and let's cover what it is I like about the Moto G6 and the things that I didn't like quite as much. Now before I get too far ahead of myself, I just want to take a quick second and thank our sponsor. Tudia was kind enough to sponsor this video today. For those of you who aren't familiar with Tudia, I have worked with them now for several years and have reviewed many of their cases. They manufacture premium cases at an affordable price. I am a huge fan of their cases, and I love the protection and the peace of mind that they give me when I have them on my devices. So be sure to check out our videos on the Tudia Merge and the Tudia Arch for the Moto G6. We'll have links in the video description down below so that you can check those out and you can order them for yourselves. So now let's go ahead and let's talk about specs. The Moto G6 is a budget device that goes for around $250. Typically in that price range, you see a lot of lower end specs. Although the Moto G6 isn't going to outperform the latest Pixel, Samsung, or Razer device, it does a great job of holding its own. The Moto G6 comes with a glass body around an aluminum frame. It has a 5.7-inch IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1080 by 2160 and an 18:9 aspect ratio. The phone comes with an octa-core 1.8 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon SDM450. The phone comes with 32 gigs of storage and 3 gigs of RAM. In some areas, there is also a 64 gig of storage and 4 gig of RAM variant. And then topping it all off is a 3000 mAh battery. So what is it we like about the Moto G6? The first and the biggest thing is the price. Nowadays, it is getting harder and harder to find a true budget device. Everybody is so caught up in offering the best looking, the fastest, and the most spec-heavy devices that they forget that not everyone can afford them. And even if they can afford them, there are some people who don't want or even need devices with the ultimate in specs. Motorola was able to give us a quality device with a premium look and feel, and they managed to do it for just $250. You cannot go wrong with a price tag like that. The second thing on my list of favorites is the look and feel of the device. The G6 looks like a super premium phone and has an awesome design. I love the feel of it in the hand, and I like the look of it even more. Motorola managed to squeeze a large screen in and give you a decent sized display without making it so big that you're having to stretch to utilize the whole phone. That look and feel also extends beyond the physical to the look and feel of the software as well. It doesn't feel like a budget phone when you're using it, and the mostly stock Android leaves a great impression. Going back to our number one favorite thing, the Moto G6 looks and feels like it should cost a lot more than it does. The third thing on our list would be the water-resistant coating. Now to be clear, there is no official IP rating for the Moto G6, but Motorola has indicated that it has a water-resistant coating. Basically, Motorola gives us a little assurance that it can withstand some water exposure, but they are covering their you-know-whats and not giving us an official resistance rating to avoid any potential warranty claims or lawsuits. I would not recommend dunking your G6 in the water, but it is reassuring to know that there is at least some level of protection there for you. So the next big question, what was it that I didn't like about the Moto G6? There were really only two, maybe two and a half things. The first thing I didn't like about the Moto G6 was the battery life. Motorola says it can get you through a whole day with a 3000 mAh battery. I found that on a day with moderate usage, I was able to get 10 to 12 hours of battery life. In most cases, that would be enough. But with similar usage on other devices, I do tend to get slightly better battery life. Most regular users won't have a problem here, but heavy users will definitely want to carry a spare charger or battery bank with them. The second thing I disliked about the Moto G6 is actually something I also liked about it, if that makes sense. The whole time I was using the G6, I was worried that I was going to drop it. It looks like a premium device, and it is just as slick as a premium device. Fortunately, Tudia makes two awesome cases for the G6 that gave me the comfort and the reassurance that I needed when I was using the phone. We'll have links in the video description down below where you can check out their available options. So I said there were two and a half, maybe three things that I didn't like about the Moto G6. That half, or number three, however you want to look at it, would have to be the camera. And I'm hesitant to give it a whole dislike just because it is actually a very good camera, especially for the price that you're paying. My only complaint with it is that it was very slow to focus and it didn't really take the best pictures in low light situations. But all in all, it was still a good camera, especially at that price point. Overall, the Moto G6 is a solid device that impressed me quite a bit. It isn't going to outwork a Razer phone, and it won't take better pictures than a Pixel or Pixel 2. But what it will do is save you a ton of money, and it will handle just about everything that you can throw at it. So now the big question, do I recommend getting the G6? If you are looking for a budget device that offers decent features, a quality experience, and a premium look, then yes. get the Moto G6. We'll have a link in the video description down below where you can order it for yourself. So if you guys have any questions about the Moto G6, feel free to hit us up in the comment section down below. We'll reply when we are available. If this video has been helpful to you or if you've enjoyed it, please remember to give us a thumbs up and to share it with your friends. And as always, just want to take a quick second to tell you guys thank you for watching, thank you for all your support, and you all have an awesome day.